Hey guys, welcome to Evoclub Weekend Drives, and today I'm driving, you can see here, the Altezza. I feel like a big now. Holy crap! Like, Oh my god, mamma mia! Oh, this engine is symphony. You know, Yamaha also make pianos. they made an instrument here. Woo! Woo! I want one Altezza. I want an Altezza now. Alright guys, we're in the Altezza and first time driving this car. Now this car is quite modded. It feels like it's ready to go track. So it's a little hardcore. But really guys, you gotta hear this. Jeez, that sound. Woo! So I don't know much about the specs of Altezza, but I do know a few things. It's one of the unspoken or very, well, less spoken JDM cars that came up from the 2000s. Because a lot of people love their, you know, Civic Type Rs. You know, those were the big thing. You know, FD2R. You know, all those kind of things were good back then. The Altezza became a little kind of washed out away from it, but it's still a brilliant car because the engine, well, some people have different beliefs about the engine, but I like this engine. It's the Beams engine from well, Yamaha had to put his hands on this engine, and if I'm not mistaken, it's 200 horsepower on stock, so it's pretty powerful. It's a high revving engine as well, but it's not VTEC territory, but it does give quite a punch. What else makes this car lovely? Well, it's rear-wheel drive, so it has a classic sports sedan setup, you know. And just by feeling just a few corners, not pushing that hard, I love the balance of the car. Now again, this is tuned, you know. There are anti-roll bars and stuff, but you can feel the quality of the chassis. It's tight. Kind of feels a bit like a E34, sorry, E36. Right? Or E46, in fact more like E46, albeit it's a bit smaller, right? It's more tiny, you know, Japanese size back then, pretty tiny. Yeah, but it's proper fast, you know. It gets up to 100, 120, 140 like effortless. Well, you gotta rev the engine, but it doesn't feel like you have to fight your way up there. It feels like it wants to go there. A great engine. I mean, yeah, again, it's modded with different air filter, and you know, you can hear by the sound of the exhaust, man. Jeez. And you know what, something I like about these cars, they have very natural steering feeling. You know where you're pointing. It tells you so much. And you know, the ergonomics of a driver, you know, it's tight, it's small, it's all within my hand's reach. It's a great driver's car. See, I'm tossing it with hoping to get understeer, and it just keeps it tight. Doesn't understeer. Not one bit. It gives you, wow, just a tight engine. And we look into the engine bay, we can see the engine is pushed so into the axle. Yeah. Such a lovely balance of a car. okay, I haven't driven the FD2R, sat in it before, but I do like this feeling a bit more because it's rear-wheel drive, right? Revs to 7,000. Oh my god! And it's not just the sound; the delivery of the power is smooth. The power band, you know, makes it a really ideal sporty car. You know. Now, the gearbox, I think, is modded because we have racing clutch. But I think the ratios are stock, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know too much about this car because I just literally jumped into this car. The owner just got this car a few days ago and said, Thomas, I want you to drive this car. I say, sure. So here I am. You can see even the tins are not fully ripped off from the Fußballcom section. Haven't got the time to do it. So yeah, here we are. So we have a racing clutch, and what happens is that racing clutch, you have a very small biting point. You got to drive really, you know, careful with that. But oh, look at that balance, the way it flows into the corner. I'm gonna give a little bit more space between me and the car in front. You know, oh, that's gear 2. You know, I can go gear 2. Sorry. Whoa! It's a great balance. You know, this is, you know, when you have good sports cars, the way it reacts in high speed corners or high G-force, right? It feels natural. This one, you know, when you take a passenger car and you push it hard around the corners, you feel that it starts to fall apart. You have to compensate for it. Whereas this one, it feels at home when it's there. I didn't take it extremely well, but it feels, wow, like, yeah, it wants to go, it wants to drive. Wow. As much as I love the FD2R and the VTEC, by this short experience right now, I would want this more than that. Oh, besides it's at a better price. Nowadays you get it for what, 45,000-50,000 ringgit in the market, whereas FD2Rs are what now? I mean, some of them touching what, 200, right? Yeah. So back with me here is Bryson. Is sitting behind because the seat belts aren't working. Oh man, yeah, he's here because we love these JDMs. This is an underrated JDM car. Yes, if you're in the market for a JDM car, look at the Altezza. It's not that expensive. There's not super hype, but what you're getting for your money is high. I would take this above on more than the E34 anytime, even the 6-cylinder. You know, just because it handles so well. Is that inherent chassis balance. Sure, there are tuning with the suspension, but you cannot tune a weight distribution, right? Yeah, the engine, the torque kicks in around 5. But it doesn't kick you like a hammer, you know, it doesn't drop the torque, it kind of like revs up. Nice steering feeling, tight chassis, great weight distribution, fantastic actually, a fantastic weight distribution. And then the gearbox, the ergo, you know, everything is just within hand's reach, you know. And the gearbox, yeah, let's talk about the gearbox, man. I tell you, Japanese cars, right, when they make gearbox, they just make good gearboxes. It's a little bit spongy, but it's notchy. It gets notchy when you put it in, so you know you're in gear. Holy crap! It's visceral. All right. So yes, I'll summarize this. If you're in the market for a JDM, get an Altezza. Yeah, don't go for FD2R. You know, unless you really want it and have the money to spend. Yeah. Oh yeah, heel and toe placement is perfect. It's all really tight, but it's not to the point where when you press the brake, you press the accelerator. It's all just nice. Again, I mean, if your foot is super large, right, then you have a problem. But if you're Japanese size, you know, or Asian size like us, you know, you're probably like size 9, size 10, size. You'll probably be able to drive very comfortably with this heel and toe placement. Oh, road opens up right now. 5, 6, 7.5. What the f***? Woo! Oh, this Yamaha engine, man. Shit. Woo! It loves to climb. It loves to climb. Whoa! Wait. Oh, it right off the bump pretty well. Holy crap! That was. Hey guys, so we're here at Sekinchan. We made it, and with the Altezza. Yeah, it was such a great drive. Well, the exhaust and is pretty droning and it's loud, and that's kind of about it. But yeah, such a 2000 vibes. Yeah, one day we were doing a live show with Bobby, and then we asked what's a good car below 50,000. The Altezza showed up. Really wanted it and to drive one, and here we have. How lucky I am. Thank you to Malcolm. Newly acquired this car and let me drive this car, right? So yeah, as you can see, the rear lamps is kind of distinctive Altezza. You know, you have one lamp over here, and then you got this little thing over here. This is very Altezza, and this speaks late 90s to 2000s, everything about this car. Okay, so it's a 4-door sedan, which makes it dailyable. And let's take a look, hey man, at the engine bay, right? So, of course you got the beams engine. This is a plastic cover, right? So this, the DVVTI or dual VVTI engine, is not your usual Toyota engine. This is fiddled with Yamaha, as I can remember. I mean, I'm not an expert in this. 4-cylinder, but it sings as you heard in the car just now. It just sounds so nice. And look at this engine bay, man. Whoever maintained this car, the previous owner, really loved his car. So we got anti-roll bars over here. And you can see as well, they've modded the air intake HKS, so proper air intake for this car over here. Yeah, nice engine. And you know what? It's quite lifestyle too. You have sunroof, okay, and of course that big old silly wing. But overall, yes, this is an underrated JDM car. If you're looking for a JDM, this might be the car for you, man. There's some in the market, 30,000, 35,000, 50,000, depending on conditions. But I think it's something more worth to get and fix it up and drive it than a Civic, because nowadays Civics like what, 200 plus thousand, you know, 180,000. FD2Rs. I think this is good, and it's rear-wheel drive. Very natural feeling. I absolutely enjoyed driving this car over here. Yeah, great acquisition, Malcolm. Congratulations. Okay, so one of our friends brought out also a really cool car, 997 Turbo, and it's a manual. Yeah, this dude has such beautiful cars. Hey Nick, man, we're just admiring your car. And we were clenching our butt when you went through all those rough roads because you might bottom up. Yeah, I was like, oh no! But check it out, guys. What a view! What a view! Look, we have so many different cars. We got SUVs as well. You know, whatever. There's no, you know, like criteria to join Evoclub. Hey guys, just come and hang out, man. Just hang out with good guys, friends. You know, just enjoy cars and enjoy the scenery. Oh look, there's a bit of cotton rolling over here. Really cool. Yeah, this is really cool, Yeah. Alright, so this is it. This is Sekinchan. So if you want to drive here, you can, or if you want to join us for drives in the future, club.influencer.com. We do always change our routes. So yeah, oh yeah, that's the wishing tree over there. Look, the red stuff over there. Yeah. But yeah. That's it for this little vlog. Really enjoy my day. Thanks to all these guys who brought their beautiful cars out to enjoy, make good friends, and yeah, right. See you guys later. Oh wait, there's Brandon with his new Cayenne. Hey! Oh! Alright, ciao.